Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Unapologetically Significant. We are your hosts. I am Shelly Marie.
Rich.
Rich?
Just Rich.
Just Rich?
I like that word.
Okay. It is Rich.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at that either. Double meaning.
So, welcome. Another episode to stimulate you,
Mm-hmm.
to make you think,
Definitely.
to make you just question some things. Because that's really what we're all about. We're laying out our opinion, what we think based upon info, research, life, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully giving you a different perspective,
Mhm.
different way to kind of look at things, because we get stuck. We get
Definitely.
stuck in the mud, and well, I always did it this way, and well, maybe there's a better way.
And
Maybe not.
you know what? You don't even realize when you're stuck, right? Because
Mhm.
it's routine. We are creatures of habit. We do things the same way. We drive down the same roads. We do it. And next you know, 5 years are gone and we're still, wearing our same lucky socks. It's like, dude, you ain't bought no new socks. But it happens. It
Right.
happens so quickly and it happens to everyone. So the thought-provoking conversations that we are pleasuring you all with, clearly you guys are finding some value in it because we're starting to get questions. So thank you for asking and thank you for being vulnerable enough to say your truth, because sometimes it can be challenging to say you don't know something or you don't understand something, but that's part of growth, is being okay with not knowing and seeking to understand.
True.
So question number 1 was
Bam. The question number 1 was, you had mentioned last week about a glass of wine
mm-hmm.
and how these different sources said it was good for you.
Yeah, a lot of sources, a lot of doctors, a lot of
Mhm.
folks.
And so the question was, well, how much wine do you need
Mm,
to drink in order
be
to
healthy.
be healthy?
Yeah.
And the numbers are pretty astounding. So sit down because this may knock you down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly.
so resveratrol is the ingredient in the grapes that is the healthy piece of it. So it acts as an antioxidant. It helps with the autoimmune system. It's one of the things they claim as to longevity and life, cardiovascular
And those
support.
are a lot of fabulous
They're pretty
things.
important
Yeah,
things.
you're like, okay,
So bring on the wine.
bring it on.
Well,
Garçon.
not quite. Because the normal dosage of resveratrol, that's going to do something
to move the needle,
to move
to
the
do
needle.
all of those wonderful things that you just named.
Yep. Is about 300 milligrams a day.
300 milligrams. Break that down.
300 milligrams a day.
A day.
A day. So the wine, the amount of wine it would take, because obviously you got different grapes, different amounts
Right.
of resveratrol in there. But if you look across the spectrum, it will take between 45, that's 4 or 5, and 600, that's a 6 with 2 zeros, glasses of 5 ounces of wine. So 5 ounces of
Wow.
wine, you would need between 45 and 600 glasses a day to get your 300 milligrams of resveratrol.
That's a lot. That's a lot of, first of all, that's very expensive. Okay. Because most of us ain't drinking cheap wine. Let's just say average is like $50 a bottle, $40 a bottle. That's a lot
Yeah,
of money. That's a lot of bathroom, run to the bathroom, and you're going to be wasted, completely wasted after drinking a quarter of that. You're not going to be able to
Yeah.
function.
So I already know what's on your mind.
Go ahead.
I know it's Miss Analytical over here. I know she's already halfway down the block. What about if I just eat the grapes?
Yeah.
Bypass the wine, just
Yeah.
eat the grapes. Well, I don't know. You've been going to the gym,
I
so
have. Thank you for
you're
that.
a little more pumped up there. However, you would need 187 pounds of grapes to get your 300 milligram of resveratrol.
Okay, so when you said 300 milligrams, I'm like, okay, that's a lot, but the average person doesn't really understand, like, what's a milligram? How do I quantify that? But basically, you have to eat your weight in grapes every day to accomplish that,
True,
to get the health benefits of it.
true,
Like,
true.
we're not saying that, a cup of grapes isn't healthy for you. You want to eat it. You want to have
Yep,
diversity, right? For lots of reasons, microbiome, just overall health.
yep, yep.
But this other stuff, that's,
That's why, let me get this up here. Resveratrol. You can buy this stuff, okay?
and that's what's in the grapes.
That's what's in the grapes. Let's see, what is it? Serving size is 3 capsules. 3 capsules a day equals 300 milligrams of resveratrol.
Wow.
And this is from Optimal Health System. All natural, all whole foods, no fillers, no chemicals, no synthetics, all that stuff. So you can get it. And this is the efficient way to take it,
Okay.
as opposed to being duped by all these sources that say, "Oh yeah, it's good for you."
Mhm.
Well, that's half true, but tell the other story. How much do you need?
Yeah.
I mean, vitamin C is good for you, but if I only take, 1 milligram a day and I need to be taking 1,000,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it
doing
ain't
nothing.
doing no good. You're
It's
just
done
wasting
nothing.
money. So, you got to be careful when people start spouting out these things. Oh, yeah, this is good for you. Grapes are good for you. You drink a glass of wine every night.
Mhm. I mean,
Okay.
I know a lot of us. I have friends, okay? I'm not gonna say it was me, but somebody out there was doing it because we've heard it so much. And
hmm
one of the things I hope you guys walk away with is we're really promoting do your damn research. Don't
Yep.
just trust us, even though
Yep.
we are trustable people. We're credible, right? We've done the research, but trust would verify. Like,
hmm
do your research, look it up because we're kind of picking up these um societal things or generational patterns of like, this is what we do. This is what we were told. I don't know
hmm
why I do this.
hmm
Like, I know why I hate unnecessary left-hand turns because my grandma said that all the time. It's the most dangerous turn you can make. So she'll make a right, and go around the block. And I do that too, but it doesn't make it right.
Right.
It's just one of those things. Like,
hmm
so what Rich is saying is this is a good option. However, I know some of you guys are going to answer because the question popped in my head too. But is it going to give me the same buzz as wine?
No, because the buzz is not coming from resveratrol.
Yeah, it's coming
The
from all.
buzz is coming from those free radicals that are attacking your brain and interrupting the neurotransmitters. That's where the buzz is coming from.
Y'all done
So,
made him use all the big words. See, I've been trying to get a buzz, and now we're getting this.
oh, you have a buzz
Yeah,
when they be sitting in the corner just
yeah,
buzz, buzz, buzz,
yeah.
buzz. No.
And we talked about this because we were joking, but not joking. But basically, that drunkenness that we were referring to is basically a liquid lobotomy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Over time, it's just slowly
Yeah.
scraping the frontal cortex.
Yeah.
Not scraping it, but it's putting little pinholes in it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I think about lobotomy, I think about Nurse Ratchet and all these horror flicks because there's no coming back from that. But the other question, so we answered that question, and if we didn't, make a comment, do what you did last time, and we will get back to it. We're going to circle back. We're going to try to do better about this, especially with you guys giving us these questions or being curious.
The other question was on cigars.
Cigars are big industry right now.
They're
I mean,
big.
it's always been, but I think lately I've seen a lot. It's kind of crossing the
Mhm.
gender line. I think
Mhm.
there's a lot of more cigar clubs with women,
Right. Right. Right.
and I'm starting to see them pop up all over the place, and
A
they're
lot more socially acceptable.
Mhm.
Almost to the point is if you're not in the club,
Right.
it's like, what's wrong with you?
Mm,
So you got that.
that's a cat podcast
Yep.
all in itself.
For sure. But let's circle back around the cigars. Okay. So cigars, cigarettes, tobacco, that whole thing. Now we all know or should know the deal with cigarettes.
Right.
I mean, all the studies that are out there, and they've been talking about it, and they've taken it away, and they got warning labels on it, all that stuff about all the possible carcinogens that can attack you.
Hmm.
Okay. Interesting fact about cigars: there are more carcinogens in a cigar than a cigarette.
Really?
Really.
Okay, because I'm thinking tobacco leaves. They go out in the fields. They get to
Mm-hmm.
go tobacco leaves. You get them. You soak them. Whatever you do, and you pile them up and you roll them up.
Mm-hmm.
You dry them out and then you smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
Are they putting something in? Well, duh. I already know the answer to this. But clearly, is it the tobacco leaves itself, or is there the process in which the cigars are made that make them so bad?
Ding, 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 ding. Winner on both accounts,
Oh,
because you can take just a tobacco leaf and do whatever you want to do, dry it out, wash it clean, do whatever they do. Roll this thing up. As soon as you light it,
mm,
bingo, you have just started to release all the carcinogens that are in there.
mm.
Wasn't meant to be smoked.
It wasn't meant to be smoked.
Wasn't- You don't go out and smoke kale. I mean, come on.
We do not.
Who knows
Valid
what's in
point.
kale? I haven't studied that yet, but
Yeah,
I'll look
I
into
love
that.
kale. I'm, you know me. I'm kale. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the thing is, when you apply heat to something,
Hmm.
heat is a very transformative type of energy, and it will transform things that are not good or that are good into something that's not
Okay.
good. And it can release inner uh, ingredients, organic ingredients that are bad for you. They're in the leaf. They're supposed to stay in the leaf. They're not supposed to be burned. And when you do that, you just release Pandora's box,
Oh.
essentially. One thing that it does, you got your cigar, some people,
So we got a cigar and a glass
and
of wine, or a cigar and a
oh
glass
my
of
God.
bourbon. I mean, they go together. Let's just be honest. Peanut butter jelly, it's all the thing.
Right,
So,
right. So the thing is, you got your cigar there, and some people inhale, some people don't. They just like do keep the smoke kind of in their
mhm,
mouths. There's all different techniques, quote unquote, that people do. Thing is, it has nicotine in it, number one.
mhm.
And when you start burning nicotine, that's not a good thing, because that was the big thing with cigarettes. The nicotine, this, that. Well, tobacco leaf also has nicotine in it. But what also happens is it releases carbon monoxide.
So the thing that we take our cars to emissions, the smog test, the stuff that comes out of the back of the
The stuff that
car,
comes out of the back, yeah, true.
that's carbon
And
monoxide,
and
right?
then
I mean, I know there's other ways to get it,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. That's carbon
okay,
monoxide, because they don't want to poison the environment too much. So
okay.
there's a regulation on it. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have watched movies, right? And you see the movie, and this person's trying to get this person, and they get him in the garage, and they lock him in the
The
car.
gangster movies.
Yeah. And the car is running. So they close all the doors in the garage, and that exhaust is coming out in the garage. Carbon monoxide.
Mm,
And that's what kills the person. Well, if you were to be in a contained area, you are getting a lot of that carbon monoxide.
wow.
And okay, number one, it's poisonous. So it's going in your body. And if you repeatedly keep doing this, your body's got to deal with it some kind of way. It's a poison that your body has to work on to try and neutralize.
Mm,
Now, how many things do you want your body to work on?
yeah, because
Comes the
I mean,
question.
it's it leads us to the question of how the body processes things. Okay, so
Hmm.
we're talking about digestion. We're talking about the repair period when you're sleeping, all
Hmm.
that good stuff. So you keep on talking, preach to them. I'm just sitting here asking questions because y'all know not only was I a heavy bourbon drinker, but I was part of a cigar club. It was a social thing. It
Hmm.
was, I had I still have a catering company, but I partnered with somebody that had a cigar club and I would do all the catering. And of course, as one of my grandma's favorite sayings, you keep going to the barbershop, you're going to get a haircut. So eventually, me being in this environment, I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I'll try it. But it definitely wasn't my thing. But I can see all of this unfolding
Hmm.
right before my very eyes. So, this, even though y'all, Rich is a chemistry. He's a chemist, chemical engineer. So all of us talking about this breakdown, I'm giving you the homegirl Shelly. I experienced this through my life, okay, and he's giving you the scientific portion of it of how this all makes sense. But let's just go back to that. Let's talk about how when is your body processing these chemicals to get out of your system?
Okay. When it comes to processing the chemicals, it's actually being done all day long. So while you're trying to function and do, whatever you do during your day, the body is fighting off. Your immune system is trying to fight off different things. Now, realize that your immune system um, has to fight off everything you digest, and that's whether cigar smoke, whether that's wine, whether that's emotions,
Emotion,
whether it's food. I mean,
environmental
it
fluid.
goes on and on. So it's working full time, okay, during the day, trying to keep these things at bay. Now, it comes to nighttime and you're going, you want to get ready for bed and go to sleep. And what happens when your body goes to sleep? That's the thing.
Mhm.
Well, now you sleep, you're not taking in more input. What people say, what you just saw, you're not getting any input. Your eyes are closed, you're asleep. Now your body is going to work. Now the heavy lifting gets done because you're not taking in input. So it's working. Okay, I got to repair this. What are the key things I need to repair first? Prioritizing things is doing all that stuff while you sleep. Now, before we get into that further, a key thing is what time do you go to sleep? Okay. Because time is a big factor. Because guess what? The body does not wait on you.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Mhm.
So if it has some repair work between, let's say, 12:30 and 1:30
AM
a.m., it's going to do that. So if you're staying up
to
to
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, the body is like, hey, I need to get this done. But you're up.
Yeah,
So now you're
process.
interfering with the
Yeah.
process. And then you wonder why I'm so tired. I'm dragging on this, on that. No, the body works in cycles. It likes consistency.
Mhm.
So when it comes to going to bed, rule of thumb, this gets into circadian
I
rhythms
was just
and
about to go there.
planetary positions, all that kind of stuff. That's real. Believe me, it's real. So between 10 o'clock and about, let's say, 4 o'clock
We're talking about 10
p.m.
PM. Thank
to
you.
4 a.m., your body's doing an awful lot of work.
Mhm.
Okay, awful lot of work, especially 10 to 1. That's when the bulk of it is going to get done.
Okay.
So you really should be in bed somewhere between 9:30 and 10, and then drift off into sleep and let the body do its thing. So if you're staying up, you're interfering with that. If you're overloading your system with something during the day, yeah, well, that's my cheat day, so I'm just gonna, do whatever. Well, your body's got to deal with that. Don't think, oh, well, I'll be good tomorrow. Well, the body still has to work on what you just got finished putting in there.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
process. It's the
Yep.
processing of all of the things.
Yep.
So where we think, oh, I'm going to have, and again, you do what you want to do. You have your cheat day. God bless you. You do what you do, and that's just one more thing your body has to process. Now you're going to sleep later. So let's say you go to bed at 11 o'clock. You stayed up, you watched a movie, you had your glass of wine, and now you are in the bed, maybe in 11:20, 11:30, you're actually asleep.
hmm
So now you're shortening the window for your body to process, digest,
hmm
and dump into your lymphatic system, which is basically the dirty cesspool of where everything goes
Yep. Yep. Yep.
throughout the night. And it just makes sense when you say it out loud. You're like, okay, I'm lightweight poisoning my system,
hmm
and now I am shortening the cleaning cycle. I'm putting on a quick wash when you know damn well those clothes need a heavy clean. You know, is
Right.
that a base
Yeah.
assumption? Okay.
That's very good. And here's something to think about. Okay, say you decide, well, I'm gonna go to bed about midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock. But because I'm off tomorrow,
Mm,
I'm gonna sleep all the way to 8, 9 o'clock. That is not as good as if you went to bed at 10 o'clock and got up at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning
really?
because of the amount of work that is being done during that time. So there's different work done at different times. So around 3 o'clock-ish, 3:30, 4, somewhere in there, your body's preparing for the next day
Okay.
because it's got to get everything right, get you going, and all the things that it has to do. So it's not like it's doing repair work the whole time. There's varying degrees that it does, and then it has to prepare you. So if you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, okay, now you shorten the cycle and maybe you get an hour and a half of repair work. Then the body goes, huh, I got to get your butt up the
Yeah.
next day. So I got to turn on all these switches. I got to do all this stuff. So it's doing that. Ever wonder why in the mornings, a lot of times you wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning?
Mhm.
Why am I waking up? Well, can be a number of reasons. Can be health reasons. Can be you drank too much fluid too late, and your kidneys are just a little slower in processing it. Could be a number of things, but it also can be the fact that your body is saying, "Hey, I need to get you going."
Mm,
And some people are a little more sensitive to that. So when their body starts switching and doing things different, a lot of times that wakes them up. And what's the body want to do? First, I got to get rid of the waste.
right. Gotta go to the bathroom.
I got to go to the bathroom. Hey, we doing cleanup here. Time to put the garbage out. Okay, so that's one reason that you can be getting up in the middle of the night.
Okay, so let me that whole thing just made me had a question pop in my head. Like, so is there a link between how many times you get up and go to the bathroom at night versus your body cleaning and needing to dump versus this person has a weak bladder or drank too much before bed? Let's take the drinking part out. Let's just say you drink your normal amount, you're not drinking late. Because I know people have messaged me directly and said, "Hey, I seem to be going to the bathroom a lot more than I used
hmm
to." And then
hmm
they're equating it with, getting older and yada, yada, yada. But do you know? Or do was this, what?
There can be several reasons why you get up and have to use the restroom in the middle of the night. Um, One of them is your kidneys. What shape are your kidneys in? And for that, we're going back to the blood work that we talked
Mm,
about. Those tests that are on there, and that's something you should ask your doctor. How are my kidneys? Because it can be in the range, either low end, high end, maybe in the middle, who knows? And they just, no, oh, you're fine. The kidneys are fine. Why are they fine? Let me see the kidney
let's see this
test.
report.
Yeah, let me see that. Oh, the flow through is 57%. The minimum is 50, but I can go all the way up to 100. So my kidneys are not really working as efficiently
Right.
as they could. And maybe that's why I'm getting up in the middle of the night. What do I need to do to help my kidneys?
Hmm.
People don't even think about that.
Hmm.
Don't know about it.
They don't.
That's why we're telling you a lot of
Yeah,
this
we're
stuff.
and we're learning as we go too, by the way, or I am. But
So am
It's
I.
it's it
I don't know it all.
you're a genius. Jimmy Neutron right there. But yeah,
Cornell in the house. No.
but it's like you really do need to get comfortable with asking those questions and not just like, oh, you're in the normal range. Okay, great. I'm winning. But what is normal? What does that
Mm-hmm.
mean? To Richard's
Mm-hmm.
point, we've seen people send us their blood work all the time, and we look at it and we're like, yeah, technically you're in range, but you were teetering on the negative side.
You're on the cliff.
I mean, like barely hanging on. And some doctors, it depends on their position, and like, oh, that's normal, or that's good. It's not bad. I've seen worse. Well, we ain't talking about everybody else. We're talking about me.
Mhm.
What do I need? What do I need to stay ahead of the game? Like, and I'm not saying y'all already know my views or our views on Western medicine. I mean, it's a kind of a love-hate relationship, you know? But at the same time, there's a stigma that doctors aren't spending enough time with their patients, that they're kind of generalizing everything between our background with Ayurvedic medicine, holistic practitioner, and now Rich's affiliation with OHS. It's constantly reminding us that we're all individuals. There is no one size fits all. Okay. So you really have to ask the questions. And if you don't know what questions to ask, I mean, yeah, everybody has ChatGPT. There's AI. You can ask, what questions should I ask my doctors about said thing? You can message us and we can
Mhm.
give you suggestions. Like, we are not the end all be all, but we are here to help you advocate for yourself and know when to ask those questions.
Right. Right.
But to what we just covered, it's like, you go to sleep. I mean, we're human, right? We're going to have those nights where we stay up, we go to a concert and we're up till midnight or 1 a.m, or
Mhm.
we decide we're going to take it out. Like we're human. I want to go out. I want to have
Right.
a drink. We're saying, once you know better, you do better. So we're not asking, there's no such thing as perfection. You just have to
Right.
do your best.
Mhm.
You have to do your best one day at a time, every day, right? That
Yep.
whole YOLO, you only live once, BS. You only die once. You live every day. What are you doing to make sure you make it to the next day? Because people are dropping like
Right.
flies.
They are.
I've heard of people my age and younger having heart attacks, blood clots. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
this is not a dress rehearsal. Like, we're saying, have fun, be free, live your best life. Okay? Buy the shoes. Go on the trip. Tell the person that you love them. Forgive,
Mhm.
love, pray, move on. But you have to put yourself in a position where you're just not ignorance as bliss.
Right.
You
Right.
have
Right.
to know what's going on with you. You
That's
over
it.
here watching all the Game of Thrones, you know, all the stats of LeBron, like, but you don't even know your own dang stats. What?
And that's the thing. That blood work is so important. Somehow you have to set it in your mind. This is one of the most important things in my life
Period.
because your life is dependent on it. And, to Shelley's point, when you're in with a doctor, question that whole thing.
Mhm.
What are they going to do? Throw you out the office? Oh, time's up. You got to go. Well, then I need a new doctor
Yeah.
because you're not going to explain what's going on with me.
News alert, they work for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can fire and hire as many doctors, practitioners, therapists as you want. You try to find one that fits you, give them some grace. We got to figure out this relationship.
Mhm.
It's a relationship. You have to go get your annuals. Like, it's a relationship. You have to massage it. You have to give it care. And if it doesn't fit, no big deal. You just go
Right.
out and kiss another frog.
That's
And
it.
so that frog turns into your prince, and then everybody's happy.
Yep.
But you
Yep.
have to be okay with calling a spade and be like, you know what, this doesn't feel right. And you know when it's not feeling right. It doesn't sit well in your spirit. Your stomach
Right.
feels weird. And he's like, I just got this weird feeling. Call it out.
Mm-hmm.
Call it out.
Yep. Yep.
Say it loud. Black and proud. I don't know. Just felt the spirit of James Brown.
There you go. Feels good. Oh, okay. All right. But, that, again, we are offering you some information that you may not have known.
Correct.
I mean, that's what this is all about.
That's it.
Just giving you a different perspective on things. Because once you're informed and you know, then it's on you.
It's your duty.
Yeah, it's on you.
It's your duty.
You can say, I don't know,
Mhm.
but you know how the IRS is. You tell them, I didn't know. They're like, "Mm, you
Yeah.
don't pay anyway."
Yeah. Matter of fact, there's a dummy tax.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna hit you with another 10% because you didn't know, and you should have known.
that's right.
Like, you have to be interested. You have to be invested in your own life. Like, running around knowing everybody else's business and caring more about other people than you've done for yourself, it's no longer going to serve you. At some point, it's not going to serve you. At some point, you're going to be like, I'm sick of being tired. I'm tired of being sick. I'm sick of feeling like, and I'll speak for myself, feeling a little bit resentful because I feel like people don't appreciate me. Well, hell, I don't even appreciate my own boundaries. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, I wouldn't let people continuously have their time frames supersede
Mhm.
mine.
Right. Right.
It just doesn't make sense. At some point, you have to just say, you know what? No, no, I'm not going to have the drink. No, I'm not going to go out. No, I'm not going to be late to work anymore. No. Or,
Right.
and start saying, yes, yes, I'm going to go to the gym. Yes, I'm going to try to eat right once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, whatever your thing is, I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to call my mom. I don't call her enough. Like, we're taking a lot of stuff for granted.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I just, I just really encourage everyone to just like sit back and do a self-analysis, SWOT analysis on yourself and figure out what it is. But at the end of the day, for you, for us, it starts with the blood work.
Yep.
So you know what your report card is. Regardless, you can always do better. It's just one
Mm-hmm.
day at a time,
Right.
one meal at a time, one thought at a time, one cut relationship at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like opening yourself to receive this space of opportunity. It's so big.
It is. It really is. And in terms of, we give you a lot of information, and I know some people are writing in and explain this a little bit more, and keep doing that because we'll explain it as
Mhm.
best as we can. But there is a website you can go to, and it's called PubMed. P is in Paul, U, B is in boy. PubMed, and it has so many studies on there. So if you really want to get granular and get down into it, you go on that website and you just type in whatever. It'll give you more research studies that have been done than, Carter has peanuts.
Wow.
So it's a lot on there. And when you look at it, first go in there, everybody may not be a research nerd like me and look at all this stuff because it has explains the whole test, how they did it and what the results were. You can go down to the results and just look at that and see what they have to say. But these are documented studies. So there's your proof source. This is not some Yahoo on
Reddit.
Yahoo or whatever,
Yeah.
just saying, oh, well, I read no, go read it for yourself if you so choose.
Mhm.
So,
The information's out there, and we're going to spread the word and continue spreading the word. And we appreciate you guys spreading the word. And just do your best. Just try. Just
yeah,
try. Try
yeah.
something different and give yourself grace and just keep it moving. Just at some point, we have to take ourselves a little bit more serious.
Hmm.
As serious as we take our fantasy football.
That's right.
Shit ain't real.
The-
I'm just saying. It's fantasy football. Like, let's invest a fraction of that time, a quarter of that time with ourselves
Mhm.
for a week.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm,
Good word.
Just a suggestion.
All right. And with that,
We out.
we out. Peace.